Hey everyone, welcome back to Zenova, and in this video I'm going back into the fixed bond portfolio module, and what I'm going to show you is in the portfolio editor is how to use the overrides for doing what if analysis on your bond portfolio. So first I've selected Altair as my bond portfolio that I wanted to display down below, and as you can see there are inputs and outputs that I can look at in the grid, and right now I'm looking at the inputs for each one of these bonds. If I select the view for output, I then can see all the outputs that Zenova will generate from pricing those bonds. So you can see there's quite a lot, and then that output is actually rolled up into these totals. So these totals represent the output of this particular Altair portfolio fixed rate bonds. So let's go into the overrides, and what we'll see here is the ability to change the settle date. So we can either use today for pricing, which is just simply going and calculating here to get today's pricing of this portfolio. So again, it just repriced the entire portfolio. Or if we would like, we could go to a specific day that we'd like to use as the settlement date for this portfolio for repricing and getting different and new output. We can also look at doing as a portfolio a shift in the curve for doing sensitivity analysis. So right now I've priced this portfolio using 150 basis point shift, and so that will actually show me at that shift what the DVO is, or dollar value sensitivity to maturity of each bond, and then that dollar value would be rolled up into the total here. If I didn't want to do 150 basis points or 1.5%, I could do 50 basis points and I could recalculate. And then you'll see the total has now gone to 18,000 is my sensitivity with a shift up. And I can see the DVO, in this case 50 basis points to the curve, what the sensitivity is. So you're able to do that what if analysis. And you can also change the underlying curve that you want to use for pricing these securities. So each one of these securities that's currently in here has been saved to the database with the actual curve that you set when you wanted to price this deal. So all the inputs you can see here are reflected in the grid, including the actual curve that you used for that particular deal. But if you wanted to say, I'd like to select just one curve, and it could be a curve that you've set up to do shocks, or a curve that you use for benchmarking, whatever it is, you can just simply then select that curve, select the override, and reprice the portfolio. So now repricing the portfolio, I'm going to get all new outputs for all my deals in the portfolio. Everything will be totaled up into here, and I can also see in this graphical form, it goes through an iterative process that not only the 50 basis point shock that I'm doing, but also it will do the 50, it'll do 100 to show me my new portfolio dollar value. It'll show you the change with minus 50, it'll show the change with minus 10, and then on the upside, plus 10, plus 50, and plus 100 basis points. So you also get that sensitivity too.